Hey people, into the 3v3 faction war. This is Techmarine Purification Plant and Space Marines versus Chaos Space Marines. They just do not get along, it turns out. For the blue Space Marine team, cyanIDe is an Apothecary support hero fighting in melee combat. By default begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura. We have some good old bloody ravens alongside EbolaCola with a force commander, very strong offense, fighting in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support some dark angels. And rounding off the team, Point Keeper is a Techmarine. Starts off in ranged combat, puts out some good damage, can support with structures and repair. Blood Angels elite scheme, I believe, here. Red Chaos Jason, who is not getting another unit up. With a Plague Champion, starts off with the damage of a time bolt gun, can get melee weapons, some strong utility and support. Iron Warriors elite scheme. Alongside Peroncho Devaluador with a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero with powerful battlefield manipulation and control. Thousand Suns elite scheme, just consuming a heretic there. And rounding off the teams, Crazy Chairman 96 as a Chaos Lord, a durable and destructive hero walking through objects and cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and disruption, fighting in melee. On the east side there, what is going on with Jason? They're capping stuff. I assume they misclicked and thought they have a unit coming, but they do not. Gonna set the red team back a bit. The Doom Bolts there slightly overshooting those Tactical Marines. Big fight in the mid though. Heretics of Peroncho barely getting away. Here come the Heretics of Jason. Are they planning just to build up gens? I mean, they are building up gens straight into a tier 1.5 maybe. Would be quite strange. Space Marines able to power through here early on, which typically doesn't happen if Jason had their CSM and their Heretics up, but they're going for Noise Marines, straight into Noise Marines, so it was all intended, I guess. That's some very quick Noise Marines. They're on the power though, with Shotgun Scouts, with a Techmarine and Tactical Marines, double tax in fact. Apothecary's used his heal already on the VP as well. Big risk from Jason early on. We'll see if it pays off. Decapping, though, is Crazy Chairman. Heretics with Aspiring Champion. No early war gear, I don't think. Oh, we got some. Artificer on the way for the Force Commander. And a Mastercrafted Bolter for the Techmarine, who's got double tax up. So does Ebola. Force Commander getting quite low here. Pops the battle cry. And Heretics just leave. And I think just got healed then by the Apothecary. We have Purification Vials on the way. Really mess up some melee heretics that tried to get in. Chaos Lord on the prowl. Did he just bash that node? I guess they did. It must have been noded. Good special against the Apothecary. Just slammed him into that wall, trying to chuck the Purification Vials, and did. And it wasn't dodged super well. Was not worth it going down though, I don't think. Chaos Lord just destroyed his entire face. Gonna get revived immediately. And that'll level Ebola, so I guess it's not the end of the world. What's Jason up to? He's got some Nurgle worship. We have Noise Marines on the field. He just got high power shotted though, and they're getting shotgun blasted now. It's not paying off right now, that's for sure. Plague Champion heals himself. The Mucus Discharge, Breath of Nurgle, grabbing that contested wreck points. Who's this? We got Tax from cyanIDe. Yep, Blood Ravens. CSM with a Tonal War for Peroncho. Devaluador is getting some Noise Marines of their own. In fact, they're all getting Noise Marines. Gonna be a racket in here. Backing off with some Tzeentchian Worship. Force Commanders going. Iron Halo and that Artificer Armor. Decent Doom Bolts. Got some health off those scouts there, but 2v1 against them with cyanIDe. Oh, Point Keeper scouts over here. Here's the Noise Marines of Peroncho. This Sonic Blaster shuts down ranged weaponry. Does some good AoE damage as well. Not great versus a single entity like the Force Commander though. Iron Halo allowing him to tank quite well there. Heretics coming in with a Doom Blast from Jason, and it's more Noise Marines from Jason. And unfortunately we do not have a Slaneshi Commander. Been talk of one for years, but just never quite materialized. I hope it does one day. Or at least a sub-commander. Let's get a cool Slaneshi fellow with a sword. Let's put him in. There's a second Noise Marines for Jason. Devastator's on the way for Point Keeper now. which is a good way to deal with Noise Marines. They need to get close to fire that Sonic Blaster. If they're suppressed and facing down a Devastator squad with Heavy Bolter, they're not going to want to do that. Too much damage output though for these Noise Marines to deal with. The double Noise Marines though can be awesome. I remember running that quite a lot in retail days, and people took off guard by how much damage they can put out, and it's even better now in Elite when you have the 2 models with bolt guns. Doom Bolts dodged well by cyanIDe. Might have been slightly lucky. There's a shotgun blast on the Noise Marines. They do well against scouts though, because they shut down all their ranged stuff. Force Commander gets in with a good battle cry hit. Gets Doom blasted. Sorcerer leaves. Shotgun scouts with a grenade coming in too. Ouch. Lots of pressure on the Chaos team. Cacophony from the Noise Marines. Good place to do it, but they had to expose themselves to get there. We now have a Power Sword Force Commander. They might have been able to finish off those Noise Marines if they went for them. Level 3 Force Commander too. He's doing well. The Apothecary went down and all that. I didn't even see. 500 to 245. They haven't lost a VP yet. The Space Marines. Jason goes tier 2 with double Noise Marines and Heretics. And of course the Mucus Discharge. Heretics also have Aspiring Champion. Point Keeper does have the devs though. If they didn't have the devs, they'd really mess up the double tax. Comes a Force Commander. Getting on the scouts. Look at the damage to those scouts from the double Noise Marine Sonic Blasters. Ouch. If the Plague Champion was also shooting them, they would have died, I think. Grenade is nicely dodged. Plague Champion instead is trying to shoot down the Force Commander. Double Kraken, triple Kraken bolts from those Tactical Marines. They almost wiped out one of the Noise Marine squads. Putting some damage in though, aren't they? Doom Bolts just messed up some tax back there. Dreadnought on the way for Crazy Chairman 96. Another really good Doom Bolts. Ouch. Can they wipe a squad? They wiped a squad, I believe. I think that was cyanIDe's. Did they have double tax as well? I think that was. I think that was a wipe. Yeah, these fellas here, look. 3 Marines right there. I guess they all went double tax. Doom blasting Heretics and then leave. Just it's a great way to frustrate a Force Commander. Got a bunch of Heretics, which he loves to fight. Just Doom blast him and leave. Can they get this Force Commander hit? Chaos Sorcerer couldn't quite get the attack in. Animation was being weird. Shotgun blast and then run. These Noise Marines are doing work for sure. Oh, Sorcerer goes down though. Bolter Fire gets it done. Meanwhile, Crazy Chairman on the east side applying a lot of pressure. Chaos Lord is all the way back in there, creating some space for the Power Bash. Noise Marine's really good at shaking apart structures with those Sonic Blaster. The Tunnel War CSM as well. Bad news for the Scouts, really bad news. Got a full bash. Maybe they can get onto the VP and actually get some on the board here. 500 to 170 on the VP counter. Crazy Chairman has a Chaos Dreadnought. Might need that like through the mid, because this is a big VP deficit to make up. Purification Vials messing up these CSM. They really wanted that decap, and I think it was worth it, dropping a model for that. They're still applying pressure too. Corn Worship for the +2 speed, of course. And hey, look at that. We might actually get a 2-to-1 cap for the red team. Heretics are trying to decap. Plague Champion here to take over it if needed, I think. Just leveled up as well to 3. Armor of Pestilence is in, meaning those Battle Cry specials are not knocked him over, but Vengeance rounds and all sorts of stuff was going on there. And he died. He fell over. Double Blastmaster Noise Marines now, okay. I think it would have been worth keeping one of them with a Sonic Blaster. Drop pod coming in. Maybe? Oh. We had a bugged animation there. No drop pod, but we did get the Marines. Okay. EbolaCola now has triple Tactical Marines that arrived through some warp magics. Gotta be careful of that, Mr. Force Commander. Down to 148 VPs, the Chaos team. Going tier 3 though. Jason and Peroncho straight to tier 3. Before cyanIDe even finishes their tier 2, they've started their tier 3s. Is the gamble gonna pay off? They're not gonna be able to contest as well in tier 2, but if they can get some tanks up or something. A don't think their power's been hit at all, the red team. And they have been hitting the east side a bit thanks to Crazy Chairman. In fact, it's still decapped over here. Tax get their sergeant, level 2, going to grab that back at a fast capping. But they're going to have to take some damage for it. Las Cannon is here, but the Chaos Lord can just run that guy down. Those devs. cyanIDe now getting Plasma Cannon devs. Here's more tax from EbolaCola to help out. We have a Blood Maul Chaos Lord. I feel like we don't see this weapon that much. It's fun. Look at that. Look at that knockback strength. Sweeping Doom also stuns and does a bit of damage. The weapon itself is 100 DPS melee, and now he's going to die. Nope. Shrugs off the grenade and gets away. Back to the west side, where Jason hasn't had a huge amount of support. I mean, it was their idea to get nothing up in tier 1 until Noise Marines, I guess. But when your ally is doing a weird build like that, you got to support them. You got to support them. Mark target. Plasma attacks there too. That's a lot of damage. Doom blasting heretics getting on the tax though. Can they get a model? Not quite. Got some. Oh, we got some Chaos Terminators for Peroncho, and they're getting lightning claws. Bad news for all the Marines now. These CSM don't have a mark. Got some heretics. The heretics here barely get away. Maybe now they can get their 2-to-1 cap, eh? Ouch! Plasma Cannon gets a good shot on this little blob of stuff. And here comes cyanIDe, abandoning the east side now. Is Crazy Chairman gonna rotate mid, or are they gonna power bash first? I think it's worth power bashing, because they can power bash quite quickly with that army. Here are the Lightning Claw Terminators. 70 DPS power melee with a 12 damage splash, which is also power melee. Which is a big deal because these guys attack very quickly, as you can see. So that splash damage is insane, even without the splash. There's 70 DPS per model on a single entity. They just rip things apart. Those guys lucky to get away. They need a plan for these Chaos Terminators. They don't really have a way to snare them. Don't have any Inquisitor shenanigans or Chaos Sorcerer shenanigans. Don't really have a way to stun, do they? Can't suppress them. Just need plasma weaponry and stuff, I guess. I mean, the Dreadnought is going to be really good against Chaos Terminators with claws. You can just smack them with melee resist, and the vehicle armor can stand up to all that power melee quite well. Plague Champion has a Plague Fist, a great capping tool for this west side. Smack takes out the Techmarine, down to 94 VPs. Can they mount the comeback here? They certainly can, being all tier 3. Well, soon. Crazy Chairman's on the way. What is Jason up to, though? Needs 3 more red to get Terminators. I wonder if that's what they're waiting for. Or we could see something else. Doom Bolts. Level 2 tax here, though. Last Master could get a shot. Nope, can't get a shot. Hits the boxes of stuff. 452 to 94. Another Doom Bolts. Doom Bolts is just so awesome. Noise Marine's getting Plasma Cannoned. Where's the other? Oh, they're both here. We've got a turret too. Heavy bolter turret, barely reaching the VP, but it will have some defense for anything trying to get close to the Noise Marines, I guess. Peroncho always asks about the Sorcerer wearing a dress for some reason. It's called a robe, buddy. They're very sensitive to any dress-like garments. 429 to 94. Mark of Zinch CSM now. For Crazy Chairman level 2. The Force Command is level 7. It's done well. Level 3 Apothecary now has Armor of Purity. Level 3 Techmarine down. What about Mr. Plague Champion? Got some Terminators. Level 4 Plague Champion 2. Level 4 Sorcerer, Sigil of the Rift. And that Chaos Lord is level 2, now has Demonic Visage. Debuffing enemy units when he lands an attack. By 25% for 5 seconds per strike, but does not stack. Does not stack what? Nothing at all. I wonder if they mean it doesn't stack percentage, but it stacks duration, maybe? I mean, as written there, I feel like it doesn't stack anything. So it's got to keep on stuff. Stone Guard veterans up here for EbolaCola. We've got vengeance rounds loaded in to try and shoot the dreadnought. Crazy Chairman really keeping them occupied on that east side. Plasma cannons causing problems, and they have double lightning claw terminators here for the Chaos team. Do they need more dreadnoughts? Oh, they've got multi-melter here now. Taking a lot of damage. Autocannon and the Blastmaster getting jumped, but the Chaos Dreadnought's getting destroyed here. Yeah, multi-melter got it. Stone Guard were also helping out, and the Las Cannon got a few hits too. There's that sweeping doom again. Really does sweep a whole bunch of doom. The Dreadnought gets away. 373 to 94. What's the Force Commander up to here? Not sure. But down there fighting heretics. Blastmaster doing a lot of work. Gonna need to leave though. Yeah, plasma attacks are on it. Double plasma attacks it was gonna be. 362 to 94. It was against 2 players though, Crazy Chairman. Did well. And they're still holding the west side, the Chaos team. Leveling up. Plague Champion to 5. More Noise Marines on the way. Got some Havocs for Peroncho with a Las Cannon. And a Great Unclean One for Crazy Chairman. Tier 3 cyanIDe. They do have the red for Terminators here. As does Point Keeper going tier 3. I assume they'd love to get a Land Raider going. Maybe Point Keeper get the Land Raider and cyanIDe get the Terminators. Maybe. Force Commander getting a cheeky decap. Can't stand up to Lightning Claw Terminators though. Few things can if it's infantry. 344 to 94. Gets away and did get the decap. So well played, Ebola. Techmarine falls over again. 1-1. Bunch of Tzeentchian worship in the mid. They are infiltrating each other. Plasma Cannon just, yeah, ground targeting where they think they are. And they got a pretty good shot there. Speaking of good shots, killed a Stone Guard veteran. Did that Blastmaster. Why are they still here? You gotta leave, fellas. Holy crap. Wow. EbolaCola not paying attention at all to those double attacks. Well, it was Tax and Stone Guard completely whacked by the double Noise Marines there. Was looking at their Dreadnought and their Scouts, I guess. Dreadnought's not going to get away. EbolaCola's capitulated. I mean, that's how quickly it can happen in a 3v3. What was that, 30 seconds? If that. And they lost half their army. Chaos in the ascendancy now. They've got some scary stuff. A tank now for Peroncho. They played the long game and it worked. Well, maybe. Still got a lot of VPs to make up. That tank is going to be Nurgle-fied. It's like the opposite of taking it for a cleaning. These Chaos terms are quite low, under half hit points. Doombolts flying in. Good hit. Heretics got away. Are they trying to go for the VP maybe? I'm not sure. This is a strange place to set your Blastmaster up. Great Unclean One just hanging out over there. There's that stinky autocannon shell from the Nurgle Pred. Not quite as good against large targets, but you get that damage over time crap. And it's such a tough tank. Way more health, some health regen, melee resistance. What are these scouts doing? Oh, getting vision for an orbital. They could one-shot the turret, but I don't know if they're not targeting it. They are going to one-shot the shrine, though. I don't think any of the none of the Noise Marines were knocked into another beam, so they should be fine. And who is that capping? Force Commander? Yeah, the Force Commander's trying to cap. In fact, they get the cap. Nicely done. The Iron Halo doing work there. Oh, did the shrine live? That's a new shrine. Okay, I think it's a new shrine. Apothecary's fallen over. We do have some Blood Raven Terminators. EbolaCola's down to a single unit now. I don't think those scouts got away when they were getting vision for the nuke there. And it's 4 Noise Marines for Jason. All with Blastmasters, all with Blastmasters. Level 3 and level 3 on those first 2, they've done some work. These guys need healing. Great Unclean One, I don't think has been in combat yet. Crazy Chairman is floating resources like crazy too. They're just bashing power over here. 275 to 85. Space Marine team kind of in disarray. cyanIDe trying to rotate mid, but is always dragged back by this harassment from Crazy Chairman. And now EbolaCola is so depleted. Lot of resources, lot of red though. Their next purchase is going to be vital, I feel like. Blast Cannon's getting shots. It's Terminators from EbolaCola. Most likely Assault Terminators. Yep. Thunderhammer's a heavy melee. They're going to get the tank, I think. Well, there's a Plasma Cannon got it, but the tank is down. But here come Lightning Claw Terminators. And they can't fight them super well. Especially with no support here. Tank is coming in to try and support. But the damage they've taken already from the Lightning Claws. That's nuts. 212 to 85. I mean, as strong as Lightning Claw Terminators are, I don't think I remember anyone ever calling for them to be nerfed or anything. They're like suitably powerful, suitably scary. Double cap now for Chaos. Another tank on the way for Peroncho. Great Unclean One seeing some action finally. Passively damages nearby enemies. Could get a really good vomit over there, but I think they've used it already. They could consume a Heretic maybe. Look at that nuke bait. Crazy Chairman didn't drop it. They could have dropped an Imperial Abyss there. That would have been amazing. Well, depending on how quickly they saw it, I guess. Dark Flames dropped in by Peroncho. Why not? I mean, they're quite resistant to flame damage, I think, with the heavy armor, but it's helping out. And let the Galaxy Burn coming in too. All the fire. Great Unclean One take a bunch of damage there. 162 to 85. They might swing around to the VP. There's the nuke. Nuke from Crazy Chairman coming in. Imperial Abyss. But they kind of moved out of it. Techmarine dies and stuff is being dragged in. Oh no, they're going to retreat through it. It doesn't last that much longer, but that is nasty. A nasty nuke. Subjugating some stuff as well. What did he subjugate? I don't know, he's leaving now. No, he's not. Level 8 Sorcerer staying in play. I assume they were subjugating the Terminators, but they had to give it up because they were being attacked, I think. Assault Terminators down to 60 hit points. The tank could chase them. Maybe these guys could teleport them. Crazy Chairman got some Terminators of their own. 135 to 85, 2 to 1 for Chaos. The west side is covered, let's say, by 4 Blastmasters. There's that shrine as well. Very nuke baited. We saw it nuked earlier. Oh, Techmarine's back up. I don't know if he knows though. Not sure if Point Keeper is aware. They're just standing there shooting stuff. And the tank is just hanging out here too. As it can't really take the tank to the west side. Blastmasters will mess it up. And they're just going to lose their Techmarine. What are they looking at? Maybe they are giving up? Like nothing is moving right now. Maybe they're trying to concede. 109 to 85. Oh, they're moving the Plasma Devs. Peroncho's questioning the sexuality or something. I'm not sure what's going on. Not sure what they were trying to do. 100 to 85. Can they get a decap here? I think they can. Well, double plasma attacks coming in. There's going to be a lot of damage for those guys to deal with, but I assume they have support. Grenade as well. Decap is enough, fellas, I think. Yeah. Need to get out of there. Double cap now. Evened up. 85 apiece. Another orbital. Spread out a lot more. Although, I'm not sure what that was trying to do. That was weird. One last push maybe from the Space Marines. They do have the Assault Terminators coming in. Cyclone Missile Launcher fellas too. Lascannon's getting shots. Is it? It is. The first shot didn't seem to do any damage. It's a Nurgle tank. There's that Sweeping Doom. Have you subjugated something? Oh, maybe subjugated these guys and teleported them back. Or forward, rather. Chaos Lord's fallen over. Heretics want to fight everything now. Just got destroyed. There's another Imperial Abyss from Jason this time, and it's a good one. It is a good one. Although some friendly Terminators are being pulled in and these guys are low. Did they wipe? No, one of them must be far away. Yeah, one of them's already over there, they'll be fine. A couple of nasty abysses. And they're on the natural, yeah, definitely a red team game. They fought back very well, held good as well. They didn't get enough power bashes over here, I think, when Jason was super low on units. Can you kill a Terminator at the end here? GG, says Crazy Chairman. Oh, just about to vomit. Just about to vomit. Look at his heroes, end of the game. Apothecary level 3. Met a lot of pressure on the east side from Crazy Chairman. EbolaCola level 10 Force Commander was doing so well. Had a little passage of play where they lost concentration and lost a bunch of units. Level 4 Techmarine. Had the axe at the end. Now going for a melter gun. That feels like something the AI would do. I wonder if they just quit at some point. Level 9 Plague Champion. Wow. Level 9 Sorcerer and a level 5 Chaos Lord. There you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.